Hey guys, welcome back to Motor Garage. It literally just started hailing the second I clicked the record button. So if you guys hear a lot of clanging and banging and shattering, it's just hail. This is a mini bike, CT100U Coleman mini bike. And I bought it from my friend for $150. Smoking deal. The tire wasn't blown when I bought it. You'll see in a second, we did a massive burnout. But we're going to be building one of those cool drag mini bikes. So you might see on a quick YouTube short, it's got the Underglow, Predator 212 Ghost in it, drag tires, stuff like that. We're putting brand new everything on this, repainting it, new motor, new grips, new levers, new brakes, seat, pegs, tires, wheels, everything. So it's going to look awesome, it's going to perform awesome. But I think we're going to tear into it. It has a ripped up seat, the tire is blown in the rear, motor is leaking oil, brakes don't work and are currently stuck on/off. It needs a lot of work, but we're getting rid of all of it. So we're just going to take everything off of this, throw it in the garbage can, wait for parts to show up. But before we wait for parts, we can sand it down and paint it. So I'm going to set a time lapse, get this thing torn apart, let's get this thing painted. Well, before we tear into this thing, we got to end it. Let's go do a massive burnout, blow the tire, and probably the motor. Got this thing all washed up. Let's load it up on the four-wheeler, take this thing down to the pressure washer, get all this grease and oil off of it, sand it, paint it. Alright guys, it has been a long time. We got this thing painted nice and shiny with some nice white paint. Sanded it all down with the orbital sander and primer obviously, and then the paint looks awesome, super smooth and nice. There's a few bumps in it from random junk flying into it, but it works, it looks good, and it's good enough for me. So I'm going to set up the camera and we are going to slide in our new motor, if it fits. I don't even know. Alright, let's try to drop the motor into this thing. Last time I tried it didn't fit, so I actually ordered one of these, or one of those aluminum race tanks that go right there. So that is somewhere in the house. So for now we're going to just get the motor mounted if it fits, and we'll go from there. This motor probably has 10 minutes of runtime. It is brand new. But the 10 minutes of runtime it had, it was muddy outside. So it is very dirty. So I think I'm gonna clean it before we put it in the frame. So that would suck to get this thing dirty. Wash this outside real quick, and then we're gonna pop this motor in. Alright, got the motor cleaned up. Let's drop this thing in, see how it's gonna look, and then get it bolted up. Try to get the motor mounts lined up. Well, now that we got this thing painted up and looking awesome, we're gonna throw some brand new front and rear axles along with some new tires and wheels from Go Power Sports. We have our disc brakes right here. We're going to reuse the old sprocket. But the first thing we're going to do is throw on some new paint on the sprocket. As you can see, it's not looking the best, especially with this. So I'm going to go paint this thing black with some VGG Rebuild black paint. We're going to get it looking fresh and then throw in our tires and wheels. While we're waiting for the rear sprocket to dry, we are going to throw on our front tire. It's a AT145 70-6. I don't know what any of that means. All I know is it's the normal tires for this, I guess you could say. The rear one we blew doing a burnout. The front one was just fine, but I figured if I'm gonna get a rear and fresh one, why not just get a front, and then I'll have a front spare. We're gonna get this thing thrown on here. I don't really know which way. Oh, probably the way the tread is facing. That one's kind of common sense. Which axles for what? We've got a front and a rear. This one's rear, so we'll the front one. Brand new axle, 2 washers on each side. Alright, front tires mounted. Let's go check on our socket and then get the rear one thrown on. Alright, it isn't dry yet, so we're going to go ahead and throw in our new seat, which I think I have right here. Get this thing uncovered. Look at that. Brand new seat. And our hardware, obviously. Should be pretty easy. It's 3 bolts, so. Alright, boom. Seat is installed. Let's move on to our next step. Since our sprocket is still drying, this took literally 4 seconds to install, we're going to install our rear disc brakes. Not the actual disc brake, because that also mounts onto the tire, but the actual brake drum, caliper. Actual brake caliper. Let's get that thing unwrapped and installed onto the bike. Cheap little brake caliper from something. Amazon, I'm not sure. Brake pads, tools. Hope the brake pads are already in it. Oh yeah. So it already has new brake pads in it, and then it comes with extra brake pads. And then of course the hardware to install it. Alright. Never installed a brake caliper, so I think it goes maybe like this? Or does it go like this? I think it goes like this. Alright. Brake caliper's installed. Nice and tight. Let's see if our sprocket's done, and then we'll throw on our rear tire. Well, the engine. Well, sprocket is still not done drying. So we are going to install the new exhaust onto this motor here. So it'll obviously sound good because it doesn't have an exhaust right now. So I'm going to pull the motor over here and we'll get installed this exhaust. Alright, another Amazon exhaust. This was kind of a budget build. I wasn't about to spend $400 on some muffler that I can make in a shed in 5 minutes. So I just picked up I think it's matte black. Yeah, matte black straight piped muffler thing. Not muffler, straight piped exhaust. Shoots out the engine straight out. It'll look awesome with the white, as you can see. Matches everything else. And then it has some heat wrap, but nah. Looks better without it. I don't really think we need it, so we're not going to use it. It's been a while since the last time I made a clip of this mini bike building it. And I don't remember if I mentioned what motor this is, but this is a practically brand new Predator 212 Ghost Racing engine from Harbor Freight. It has probably 15 minutes on it max. Still has the braking oil. So we're just gonna call it a brand new motor. Wish I didn't take it through the mud because it's stuck in all these little crevices. We're gonna have to clean that good once we get this thing mounted. But I got it cleaned up good enough for now. It's exhaust mounted. This looks awesome, but it also just looks loud. I can hear this bleeding in my ears already because my golf cart has the same motor. The exhaust is this long, and I have a headache every time after starting it. So this is gonna be fun riding it. I want to say that. Alright, just got the exhaust all tightened up, looking good. If the rear sprocket isn't done yet, we are going to mount our nice pegs that I got for this thing. But I think it might be done, I'm not sure. Set this thing aside for now. Let's go grab our pegs, get those things installed. We're going to install our black pegs, again from Amazon. Nothing wrong with Amazon though, it's just another place to buy stuff. So, pull these things out. And look at that. These things look awesome. So this is what we got done so far. New seat, new front tire with the axle, new pegs that'll stay up if you flip them up on both sides, new brake caliper. Our sprocket just got done drying, so let's throw that thing on now along with the rear tire. Alright, we have a chain tensioner right here. This bolts onto the frame. This bolts right up to the frame. And it just tensions the chain. It's also like a little rollover thing. We're going to throw our rear sprocket on. It has 6 8mm bolts. Alright, we now have a roller frame. Rolls really nice, feels really good. Let's get this thing scooted over here and get our engine mounted into this thing. Alright, I'm going to get our clutch thrown on here. I got the motor somewhat mounted. I'm going to put the clutch on, get the chain on, tighten the motor, find a spot for a gas tank, and we'll see if this thing will fire up. Alright, just got the chain installed in the clutch. The new clutch didn't fit, because I ordered the clutch for the old engine thinking that I was going to use that. But it wasn't going to fit this one, because it wasn't for this one. But I'm going to go ahead and install our brake cable, throttle, another grip, and then this thing should be pretty much finished up. We can go ride it. Alright, we got this thing all finished up. It looks amazing. Disc brakes in the back, brand new axle, new tires, new seat, new motor, new pegs, new lines, new throttle cable, new grips, new brake lever, new front tire, new front axle, new gas tank, new clutch, and new chain. This thing looks awesome. It sounds awesome. But yeah, I think I'm going to go take it for a rip real quick, see if anything needs tuned, and then we'll go from there. Well guys, the test drive was successful. This thing is awesome. It pulls wheelies as fast as you want to go. It does crazy burnouts. It's super fun. It's loud. I love it. I'm probably going to sell it eventually. I think I'm going to list it on eBay soon. Because this was just a fun project I want to do. I've always wanted to build a drag mini bike. And this is not a mini bike to be ripping in the hay fields like a dirt bike would be. So I'm obviously not going to be able to use it a lot. It'd be a waste, it just sitting here, laying around. So I think I'm going to sell it soon, but I love this thing. It's so cool. There's not a single thing that is on this that is not new, other than our clutch. And that clutch is actually worn out, I think, because you can feel it slipping every now and then. Probably because it's rated for 3 horsepower, and this is like 10. It's either 10 or 16, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for new builds, like a go-kart build that we got in the progress. I don't know if that dirt bike build is out yet. There's a lot going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys next time.